Okay, so going out tonight. Now I've just literally chucked my hair up in this little pin thing. I think that'll do. I was actually going to straighten these, but I've just tucked that there, and we'll fix the makeup first and then we'll see if the hair looks okay. Now, not sure what to do about this lighting. If I go too bright, it looks too, not sure why it's doing this. Anyway, let's start. Just comb the brows. I always like to comb them first. Now, I've kind of got some makeup left over from today from a workshop. I found this Bobbi Brown. I'm wearing this knit dress and I've got chocolate accessories. I found this Bobbi Brown eye stick and I thought this would be a great way to just update this look quite easily. I'm just going to use my finger and just smudge it in. Just on that sort of mobile lid and a little bit into this outer crease. I've already got eyeshadow underneath, so that's probably going to work quite well. I don't like to just start from scratch. I always like to just, you know, add to what I already have. Running a little bit underneath the eye as well. And already that looks a little bit better. Just come slightly out on this outer corner, just to create a bit of lift on the hooding of the eyes. And then I'll do the other side. Just checked it close up. It's quite shimmery, more so than I had intended, but we are going out, so it'll work. A little bit in the outer corner. It's just a nice, easy way to update this day look into a more evening look. Shame about the lighting. I can't seem to get it right. It's just the time of day and it just comes in slightly different, and if I do that it's too bright, so we'll just go in between. I'm going to add a tiny bit more there just to create that little bit of lift on the outer eye, and then we're going to go in with some chocolate eyeliner, and I'm going really close to that lash line, like super close. I'm going to pull it out a little bit through here, a bit more of an evening look into the tight line. I really like it in the tight line, and really pull that corner out and match the two. Same on the other side. Actually even struggling to see properly with this today. Anyway, luckily it is a dinner, so it'll be darker under there, and then I'll run a small amount just under there. Like I already had like a chocolate on anyway. Just grabbed this Morphe palette. It's one of the Cheeky Thrills ones, so it's got these 3 shades. I'm just taking this one here and I'm just going literally into that socket line and just diffusing the edge a little bit so it's just nice and soft, and underneath as well. Same on the other side, just placing it into that socket line just to really diffuse it a little bit. It is a creamy eyeshadow, so eyeshadow stick it was, and this is a little bit more matte. To clean up under the eyes, I'm using one of the Merit. These are one of their minimalist sticks, and it's like a complexion stick, so it's like not really concealer or foundation, it's a bit of both. But I'm just going to add, like I've already got some foundation on, so I really just want to clean up these areas where I feel I need just that little bit more cover. And then we'll just blend that in. Using my fave brush from the BK Beauty set. This is one of the brushes you actually get in that travel set too, so quite a bonus really. And just cleaning up, see that just cleans up that area. Oh, God, I'm dropping my brush. And down the middle of the nose there. Once again, sorry for the lighting, not really sure how to figure that out today. And then these little bits around the nose, always a little bit red. So I just like to get rid of that. And same on my chin. So get rid of that too. And then this just helps clean up this area. Okay, turn the light down a bit, I think that works. Same Morphe palette, and I'm just going over the bronzer I already had on, just making it a little bit more prominent, the residual around the hairline there. and possibly a little bit down the nose. Contour that as well. The blush, I'm using one of the Flush Balms by Merit Beauty. I'm loving these. This one is Beverly Hills. And we're just making sure the blush is nice and high on the face, because then we create that lift. So just giving a little smudge of that. And we will just blend that in. So it's nice and high and a lovely flush of colour. I like it sort of coming up and sort of meeting the eye a little bit there as well. Lips, I'm going to use the Trini London. So just the, sure, this is the Megan liner. I like to overline the top and the bottom. And then I come back. Have I got the right one? Yes, I have. And then their gloss. Super creamy. And they just go really well together, those two. Last of all, I do want to add a little bit of colour to the brows. And I was given these two to me by Maybelline. So there's a soft brown and a deep brown. I'm going to head into the soft brown. I feel like that is more my shade. I don't like my brows being too dark. It really depends on the makeup look I'm going for, but I don't like them being too dark. Now let me just work out, oh, it's a tint, how this works. So we're just going to add a little bit of that tint to the outer corner. It's usually where I lose my brows. Try not to get it everywhere. And a little bit in the inner. And what I'm going to do is go in with a clean spoolie wand and just comb that through. Looks fairly natural. Okay, read the instructions. So on the other end, how cool is that? So that's the, it's got one of these. So a little one where you actually put the hairline. That works way better. And then I think you go in with a little spoolie. This gives you the extra colour. So this time let's start with this one and create some little brow hairs. Oh, I like this. This works well. And then a few in here. Not too many. Like, I don't like it too blocky. Still like it to look like hair. We'll go in with the gel and add that to the top. That's so much better than what I was initially doing. I still will go in with a clean little spoolie wand. I like that kind of natural swept through look. So for the scent tonight, this is a Ralph Lauren and it's Romance. And it's really quite lovely. So throw that on. Now I'll show you the outfit. A little bit cooler tonight, so I've gone for a knit dress. This is by Moss. It has like a 3/4 wide sleeve, a beautiful knit, nice and warm. I always like to wear these with my boots if I can. So I've got some chocolate brown boots. It has quite the split up the side. Pairing it with my low and high bag. Now this bag can be quite large, but if you maneuver it, you can make it look a little bit smaller and ideal as an evening bag as well. So let me know what you think.